I could see it going to a third map, but for me, Astralis, knowing that they're in the lower bracket, knowing they're here in round one, this is a perfect opportunity for the Danes to show what they've got to offer and try.
Yeah, it's a big could take it to map 3. That's as far as it goes here. Extra Salt on the T side started the double flashing molly in for OC. JT's got the utility on a single Molotov as well. I think he might have been able to utilize some pieces a little bit earlier on in the round. Diffuse kit over on Zipx. Astralis. Utility for Glaive as well. Playing out of the defaults here in the mid control.
Quite passive towards JT's angle, just a little bit more of a lurk towards the A side. Maybe try to see if he can sell a bit of a fake, start scrambling the rotates for the city side.
Racing in for Marky's part on that Glock. He just sees what's going out towards the mid-control, catching off Marky. Bubsky attacks forward, doesn't get the kill on the dropping D-side members. Dupree gets overwhelmed on the B-side by Sonic. OC follows suit on Magisk, and now it's all left as if Vectors. Glaive falls all the same. 1v4 for him, one good frag found. That's as far as it might go, though.
Yeah, Sonic already deep in towards the city spawn, just setting this crossfire up, and Zip is just trying to see if he can spot anything out. So many T-side players in and around this B-side in the post plant, and no one's just giving up an angle. No one's peeking him at all. Finally, some information being gained. They all swing wide together. And for Extra Salt, that was just a nice little fake from JT, out towards a ramp position, just trying to keep the CTs at bay for a little while longer, and then just split into the B-side really quickly. OC having one hell of a round.
Yeah, very nicely done from him, and very nicely held together for Extra Salt to get the start in this map up that they need. The Eagles in for Astralis, scouts out for Zipx. Utility in with HEs and smokes and flashes and all sorts coming in for Astralis' count. Extra Salt, fantastic start. Let's see whether they can continue it.
Now, getting those couple of Mac 10s could indicate a little bit of a pacey round out towards ramp. Quite quick to come through. The nades coming back in, though. Fair bit of chip damage being done onto Fang to start off the round.
Great start. Only damage though, no kills. Fang down at 8 HP, but a follow-up nade, and that's an even better follow-up on the utility basis. Third nade, what? Somehow doing 2 points of damage? Oaksy can get the opening kill. Fang is set for the trade, but that's a start for Extra Salt on the kill counts.
Just working with the util towards the top of scaff position, and for Extra Salt, they seem to just be backing off from A, where for Astralis, they're all coming to A. This is a misread, unfortunately, for the city side. Good rotation call coming in for Extra Salt.
Galil watching, looking left and right, doesn't see anything at this moment. T-side players moving up into the B site, and should be pretty much uncontested at this one. Marky will be seen for a moment. Again, no kill being found on Astralis' part. Magic's first player to try and respond towards the site. Gets one good Eagle shot, can't land on Sonic, eventually gets it together. OC turns it back to a 3 versus 3. The bomb block can be secured here for Extra Salt. There could be some extra money.
Try and see if they can fake him, see if they can draw the CTs a little bit further, just try and waste the time, and it actually allows that kill to come through from OC now.
Dubsky now trying to go for the tag damage, trying to go for the wallbang shots. Not being seen. Being tagged, but right now Marky gets the kill instead of Bubsky. It's all left to Debris. 1v3 and forced away by the T-side line. This should be the 2-0 start for ES.
Yeah, Extra Salt, they have been making some really good mid-round calls, which is nice to be able to see the development, I guess, from their performance up against G2, where they were just so uncomfortable. They were throwing everything at the book, and they just weren't really reciprocating any sort of entry frags, any sort of success. So at least starting up on T-side, it looks like they've got a very good tactical basis around them. A lot of mid-round calling in terms of rotates coming through and far. And for Astralis, they just got baited into pretty much just staying on A.
Salt pulling them for a loop. Running the round as appropriate, the conversion nice and efficient. The Galils, the Mac 10s, of course, all the standard stuff coming in for the T-side line. Astralis with the upgrade pistols on the eco basis. The scout will still be in for Glaive, however, so let's see what he can do in terms of damage, but not resting on this one being a particularly proficient affair. Dupree, the Eagle out, forced away, Extra Salt on the stairs default.
A couple of pop shots coming through from the banger position, and for Astralis, this time around, they've actually read the stat correctly. They've got 4 players on B, and Extra Salt are all in the B stairs.
Smokes, Molotovs, flashes in, set piece coming in from Extra Salt. Deagle of Dupree taps up that first player. Fan can find Bubsky in the back lines, however. Dupree gets another good headshot on the player behind the likes of OC and Sonic. Will follow suit on Magis on the trade, so Zipx and Glaive But a lot of work to be done here on this clutch scenario. The USP in particular is going to be the weaker point of contact. Extra Salt again in the B side post plant.
Glaive just trying to work off his teammate, trying to see if they can get a couple more tags in, a couple more extra kills, but not to be. Marky being able to swing with his teammate from the default position, take a pretty simple third round. And for what was a gamble stack out towards B, and with a couple of opening kills coming through for Dupree, that was handled pretty well from Extra Salt.
M4's in. The rebuy coming back for the CT side, of course. First gun round available now for Astralis. Extra Salt still have a couple of Galils. Could start to harm Astralis later on down the road, or it could just be a simple bonus round coming in from the T side line. Incendiary's up. Backed up passive here for Extra Salt. The nades inbound from Astralis. Okay, try to suppress it towards ramp default, but Dupree's hunting for a definitive kill past the smoke at the B site play. Backs up in the end as Sonic takes face, sees his man. Can he get the frag? Not quite. Headshots not lined up for either side.
Sonic just not overextending for it either, putting an incendiary down, trying to force Dupree out towards the open, get him to reposition slightly and just offer up that map control towards the B stairs instead. Now press their pressure forward out towards this ramp default where there is 3 players from the city side.
Made on from Magisk. Oh, nicely done on Marky, JT and OC. All 3 players tagged up early. And again, Astralis' nades. Pretty replicant to what we've seen from them in the past. We know that the utility placing is something that got Astralis so far in terms of their era. Faces for Marky, finding Bubsky. Magic CS2 frags though. Bomb being dropped. Zipex with 1 good kill out towards side alley, and him and Magic get traded. So suddenly, the 2v2 scenario, Dupree quickly maintains control, so it's all left to OC to clutch it. He wins out that fight. It's down to a 1v1.
How does he play this? Try and fake the bomb plan. Actually looking to try and draw out the fight. Glaive may have just missed the timing. OC's going to be able to sneak his way through, but Glaive is pushed forward. And while he tries to get back out from mid, he gets caught in the backstab. Astralis spreading out that first round, be able to recover one of those AKs. Nice clutch coming through from Glaive there. And that's got to be a big difference maker. Extra Salt getting some decent trades backs, but not being able to convert the round.
A good effort from ES, but not to be. 1 to 3, Astralis getting that first round to the board, and the rebuy will be coming in from the T side. Economy is still pretty okay. Now still on the front foot in terms of the scoreline here, at least for this early game. So Astralis still got a little bit of work to be done. The buy-up's not 100% fantastic for Extra Salt though. It's still got a couple of Galils in alongside these AKs, but the AKs will win those opening fights. Fang finds Glaive.
A lot of aggression out towards ramp in the early round for Extra Salt. Now, they are playing a Majesk up towards the sandbags position, something we haven't really seen from Astralis so far. A lot of early damage up towards Fang, but not being converted into a pick as of yet.
Magic known there towards the sandbags position. JT can't quite get the find a frag on him.
Rotating off a B. Look at this from Astralis.
Yeah, I think it's all the A players. Extra Salt start the rotations into B. Dupree is going to be the man that's his first responder. As Bubsky holds the mid control, trying to hold off against the T side members. Got 1 player that's also in mid in Marquee. Can he find anything at all with this? The CTs are back on mass. Did they find any info to this Extra Salt?
Yeah, it seems like they're just running into the stack now. Dupree is calling out all of this utility over the top, but Extra Salt going to commit.
Bang, first man in, the bomb on his back. He's got to leave that for a teammate. He still finds a kill somehow. And Marquee can strike in the backstab, doesn't matter. He's got JT there to clean up the rest of the players on the site. Getting that 1 frag on Zipex though. Able to secure the round here for Extra Salt. Astralis overwhelmed by this T-side line.
And they look impressive right now. Marky looking to even see if he can follow up out from mid. Not to be. Majest, though, probably a difficult clutch to go to. Just hold on to the AK, bring him to the next round. You have a look at Fang in that sort of position. He's entry fragging with the bomb on 10 points of health, and he still lands a kill. And it just sets Marky up for that backstabbing from mid.
Extra Salt have found their way into a 4th round as a result of it. Astralis letting a little bit of this map control go. Into this one's going to be a bit more of a difficult affair initially than what we thought of. I mean, again, we gave him the benefit of the doubt in terms of winning this particular map up, potentially, but Astralis caught flat-footed in the first 5 rounds. 4-1 to the board of Extra Salt. 1 AK save for Magist, and I might think we might be able to see 1 good force buy back from Astralis. I don't know if they really want to commit to it, though. The money's still relatively good if they go for eco.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. A 2,400 loss bonus, you've got an AK. You could buy down to about the 2K floater, but you don't really want to invest any further than that. Extra Salt maintaining some good aggression out towards ramp. That's where Astralis have probably got to start leaning some of their approaches in terms of utility usage, because Extra Salt are finding a lot of early damage from this early contact.
Flash in, turned away from the AK, catching JT. JT gets that kill. Bang rounds the corner, looks for the CT contact. Seeing Bubsky headshot lined up initially. Stipix also being seen. Deagle to pre-spams away as Glaive to regress. Gets caught off, and everyone gets overwhelmed again for Astralis. Extra Salt. Pretty simple eco against their names, so 5-0, 5-1, excuse me. Won't be denied, all 5 alive.
Now, looking confident from Extra Salt, and you've only sort of got to wonder to yourself in the break time, really, that we saw from Extra Salt's best of 1 matchup. What's been discussed going forward? We're going to see Astralis taking their own tactical to discuss things going forward. Bubsky going to be able to invest into the AWP, yet to get a kill just yet.
A tactical pause coming in for Astralis. Right moment to discuss things at this moment because, well, Extra Salt are doing damage, and they are finding quite a decent basis to work off here on the T side. Again, when it comes to the map vetoes, this one was the pick of Extra Salt. That bad of a map for Astralis previously, so I'm kind of surprised it slipped out this far.
And we know just as of late, even with their top 6 placing in the RMR, that they are on a 4-game losing streak. Haven't really been able to find a lot of success, especially being down in the first round of the lower bracket to start off their tournament run in IEM summer. And try and see if they can bounce back quickly, though, and really containing this ramp pressure is probably where they've got to start.
All sorts of flashes being thrown over by Astralis. CT players aren't too aggressive towards ramp control. They've baited in JT to lose a lot of HP, gain some map control, sure, but no opening frag found for Extra Salt.
And now they'll just start bottling the util, try and see if they can chip away with the HEs and the incendiaries. Getting evaded by the most part. JT's just waiting for an overswing, waiting for the CTs to retake this top ramp control.
Hoping for an opportunity here, but it's back passive at the moment. Molotov inbound, 4 Stipx away. Smoke's on already is. Counter smoke back down to the CT side. Nades on for Marquis. Does that go back to the back? Yes, it does. It tags up Glaive minimally as a result.
A lot of players in and around this A site. Even seeing Bubsky start rotating in from CT spawn, so they can have 4 and A now.
OC tagged up. Fang gonna try find entry at the side alley position. AWP and CT side gonna contest it. Marquis and Fang get those kills on Tipex and Magic. So suddenly the players on side alley fall and OC follows suit onto Glaive. Bubsky looking for his trade, but he just cannot find it. And wow, this Extra Salt side are looking so ready to win this.
They are just showing some sharpness right now on T side. OC in particular is just banging headshot after headshot. Even a bit of a hunt coming out towards the B side. They know exactly where Dupree is. And try and see if they could drop that M4 without any more sort of damage coming into their line. Extra Salt up to 6. Astralis not having it easy after they've just taken a tactical too.
Yeah, the CT side struggling heavily. Extra Salt making this look relatively easy, honestly. Dupree will get away with his life at the very least, but this is going to be a 6-1 for the T side line. Astralis, they have struggled in this. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned right now, given the line and what we've seen from Extra Salt in this map up. I look at this and I think to myself that there's a good chance they could actually do this. Again, I didn't expect it to happen. I thought it would be a 2-0 for Astralis. Extra Salt, at the very least, making this one competitive.
And for OC, there was a portion towards the start of 2021 where he was like the highest rated player in the world just because he was absolutely destroying in NA. And he's just proving right now what he has to offer in towards his European game. Now with the AWP in his hands, things looking even better. Can't even get back over towards that M4. 2 easy picks to start off.
Kill found immediately. OC not even challenged. Just on the mid-control, just waiting for more aggression from Glaive. It's easy kill for Fang as a result. Headshot directly landed. 2 players there standing for Astralis. And the half-buy does not get anything done really for the CT force. It is the B site's open for Extra Salt to walk into. We're looking towards the rifles for Astralis into round 9, but Extra Salt could get up to 7-1. If they win that gun round, maybe 8 or 9-1. Who would have thought Extra Salt would be up 9-1 against Astralis? Magic does take 1 and 2 frags, actually. Hold the phone. Damage has been done.
Trying to see if he just get a couple more spam shots in, but finally it goes the other way. OC with the AWP finds his triple of the round. And for Zipnix, it's a good opportunity to look for some more extra kills, try and keep this a little bit more expensive for the T side. But we can even just see by the economy that sits by them, they are in a very, very strong position in which money is just being farmed in these last few rounds.
So the rounds themselves, 7 to the board of Extra Salt. Astralis still down by a margin, still can't figure out how to beat this T side. M4 does get saved by Zipex at least, so there's going to be some rifle bases to work with going into the next buy round. That's where Astralis need to strike for me, though. If they can't do that, then, well, we might be in major trouble.
At least they're able to recover that M4 that got dropped from Bubsky in towards the aggressive mid-challenge a little bit earlier into the round. And you've only got to imagine for Extra Salt, at least when it comes to the course, we've seen some head-to-heads in the past. You look back to IEM Katowice last year. We also saw in the DreamHack Masters Spring Best of One that Astralis have always come out on top. Always really been doing the heavy lifting, but Extra Salt, this is their time to play, and even with just being able to get a couple of great kills out to the B side, Extra Salt are just finding some really decent form right now.
Well, tactical pause being called in by the Astralis side. I love the looks on Extra Salt's faces as well, that they are like completely focused on this. They're not getting too complacent or too hyped about the scenario. That they know that they've still got a task, and at any one moment Astralis can just switch on. And then ES are in trouble. Buyback with the M4s. No EWP for Astralis just yet. Extra Salt. Plenty of money to work with here. The buyback will be secured and probably can be secured for another good couple of rounds here.
It is looking that way. Astralis calling in a technical pause now. Extra Salt. I do want to sort of see what more they've got behind them, because so far they've just been very default heavy on Vertigo. Haven't really seen that many execution bases. Sort of just take ramp early rounds, sometimes a little bit slower out for mid, waiting for early challenges. But for Extra Salt, they've just been very simple. Like they've kept it basic and they've kept it clean.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's looked clean. Like, if you would have told me Extra Salt would have won 7-1, and then maybe they got like 3 or 4 1v1 clutches in that, it's like, okay, fine, sure, okay. Well, at that point they just got maybe a little bit lucky, maybe a little bit beat out Astralis just a little bit in terms of those isolated few rounds. But it's the fact that these rounds have been so clean, and the fact that Extra Salt have been getting away with so many players alive. The last couple of rounds have had at least 3 players alive, if not more than that. There's only 1 round where 2 got away alive, so Extra Salt have just been looking like they're on a confident basis. This 7-1 does concern me for the CT forces. I wonder if Astralis are going to be in the best of positions for this first map in the like we originally expected.
You can only imagine too. I think you and I, all the viewers, everyone at home is probably thinking, oh, Astralis Gambit in the next game, lower bracket. Damn, that's going to be a spicy one. That's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be close. And then I just look at how Extra Salt are playing right now, and I think, well, hang on a minute. Let's take it back a peg and realize, well, actually, this series could be close. This series could be competitive. And this is the one to keep an eye out for, because the North Americans are just playing some really solid CS here on the T side of Vertigo.
Well, definitely before the series, we don't expect it to be like this. The T side to make this one competitive at the very least in this particular map up. Can they make it competitive in the series is a question that we'll have to answer later down the road. For now, we're getting into round 9. Again, both teams on the rifle buy. Tech issues over. And JT will try look to get the opening frag alongside Fang. Straight in the side alley. Are they detecting Zipex? They will now. He still gets that opening kill.
He gets out of there so damn quickly, and even gets out of there that allows OC to try and get that pick back off, but he just can't get there in time. Opening man advantage being found from Astralis, a rarity so far in this first half.
Extra Salt trying to get some opening picks back here through the wallbang positions, but again, those nades for Astralis have been pretty stellar, as was that shot for OC. Unfortunately, you can't make it to Glaive with a swing out on the trade. That'll be a 2-for-1. In response, Extra Salt leaning in. Sonic caught looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Dupree will take it back to a 2-man advantage. Astralis still going to working against Extra Salt's defensive, and ES are going towards that B side. Dupree's the only man standing, gets the secondary kill. Can't quite land the third one, but Mark is out there in the open, completely flash blinded, and Dupree makes it a triple in the end for Astralis' second.
Just beautiful utility across the board there from Astralis. You could see the util they used to try and get Zip out from the sandbags. And then even for Dupree, he's just hearing the footsteps. He realizes the rotate's coming back into the B stairs. And rather than just dual peeking or at least wide swinging and taking a fight straight away onto the T-side players rushing into the side, he waits for the flash assist to come in, swing with it. And for Astralis, that's a very, very, I guess, non-complicated second round. Like when you look at it, how it all plays out.
The rebuy coming back in for extra salt again. The money is definitively there for them, so here come the guns. Again, playing at this aggressive ramp default. Not as aggressive as previous round, though. That kind of cost them, so best to be a little bit more careful about this and try and bait Astralis to make the mistakes.
And just be a little bit slower. They know exactly what happened when JT did exactly what he did in the last round. They swing out again. They take ramp a little bit later for Astralis, but they don't take it completely. They only just get that first portion. They get the pick, they fall back.
Yeah, well done there for the double face, and that double face has been coming out a couple of times. Flashbang in, does not catch Bubsky over on the B site. ES are trying to bait in rotations to the B play, which they have kind of done here. The only one player being seen out towards the A default, and Flash is coming in towards B. Indicating maybe the B plays on the table. There's two CTs on the crossfire still set here and ready to receive.
And without a mid-lurk or even a lurk towards the B stairs, it just means that they can't drive any more utility to just pull rotate. So they just have to commit off the back of this ramp take, but at least they've only got 2 players to defend on A for Astralis.
AUG and Magisk. Smoked off here by the T side line. ES sprayed through, and he gets that kill direct on the headshot of Markey. Big gap to Vex to work with as well. 2 players line up. OC gets the kill back in. The AWP looking with the second man, but Glaive gets the responsive trade on JT. Now the AWP has got to do a lot of heavy lifting. Sonic does find one good trade back up. 3-on-2 scenario. The bomb plant will be secured. Sonic tapping onto Glaive and Co. They're both held up in the exact same position. They've got to spread out real quick right here. They catch off Dupree, and now back to evens, but Bubsky responds, so it's all left to Sonic to do all the damage. Sees both of the members, but in the end, peeks in against both of them. And Glaive will get his 2K. Get the round for Astralis.
That's going to help the self-confidence coming out for Bubsky, knowing that that was his first kill of the game going into round 10. But what a retake in, and you're right about Extra Salt. They're both in the same position. You could just see that for Sonic, he's trying to back up his teammate, but they're sort of getting in the way of one another. And because Astralis gets so quick to the rotations and in retaking angles, it means that as soon as that bomb goes down, they can't afford to get back to ramp or back over towards yellow and get comfortable in that post plant. Instead, they've just got to keep taking fights, and Astralis start winning out the trades.
Extra Salt losing a couple of good rounds as a result of their issues here on the post-plant positions. By the way, OC's on 15 kills, which is the only player for Extra Salt to make it the double digits. And well, he's been having a pretty decent game, I have to say. When it comes to his engagements against Astralis, he's usually winning them more times than he's losing them. And at the very least, getting 1 pick before he gets traded. Right now, he is the main star for Extra Salt here.
Yeah, they've got to keep fueling him. The last thing that Extra Salt want is to get OC quiet. He has been an absolute monster on this T side. Opening frags, multi-kills. He's been everything. Astralis, this time around, not even looking to sort of retake ramp a little bit later. Instead, just offering up that versatility of having different setups on the city side towards the A-bomb side.
A little over a minute, and ES still playing to the ramp default. Side alley position for Fang, which is being contested by nobody on the CT side. Zifex and Glaive are going to once again stack up to try to go for the double face here. Molotov's in towards the back of the sandbags, and Glaive is going to be the man that presses forward. Can Fang catch his main man? Smoke will start to clear, but Glaive sees so much, gets 1 frag. Now JT to fall, Zifex finding Fang. AWP of OC can strike back, get his first kill in this round, but needs to find so much more here. AKS Sonic should have back him up. Does win the fight against Zifex, and now we're back to a 2 versus 2.
That's the low HP player. Sonic could be everything though. Smoke could go down. Dupree looking to get close towards the orange position. Bombplan actually gets faked from OC. Now he takes a lot of damage.
Bubsky gonna go for the all-ball bang. Doesn't have to do so. Gets the USP instead against Sonic, and 2 HP for OC. AWP versus Orpa of the CT forces, but the USP is only required to get his kill in as OC misses a shot. And Astralis claim 4.
Some smiles there coming out for Bubsky. He knows how important it is to be able to clutch out that round. And for Extra Soul, it seems like, again, this like dynamic duo of Sonic and OC really keep these rounds close in the post plants. Nice little move there coming through from Flavor to get over aggressive out towards a ramp take, but it just comes down to Bubsky being able to win the 1 versus 2.
Just holding that control above the 2 ultimately ended up aiding in that particular clutch. All the info called out, the USP was only required, the AWP had to be hitting his first shot for Extra Soul. And now they're not even going to have an AWP. 7-4, 3 rounds of difference. Astralis may have been locked out at 7-1 on the deficit, but now they're starting to bring that deficit back.
Yeah, starting to show us the form that we really want to see from this kind of a team. And for Extra Soul, I even could be a blessing in disguise getting OC back onto a rifle rather than an AWP, because at times he has been a ridiculous entry fragger towards his B site. Nade's coming in, and Fang just wants to try and work with this banger position.
Burst through the AK, Fang can't run up the spray on Dupree, who gets 2 kills, 1 of which is through the smoke. 5 on 3 gain, Bubsky makes it 2. So he lands his AWP shot on JT, and marking it OC. Moving up to try and grab that bomb, try and get the plant down here secured. Oh, but another peek in against Dupree's angle. He gets 3 kills total. And everything falls apart for Extra Soul.
Now, Marky's just hoping to do a little bit of extra damage from here. If he can get a bomb plant, then great, but not even to be. 3 kills up for Dupree, 2 in for Bubsky. Plenty of AKs being recovered too. And this is just another great hold. You saw there for Dupree how he saw that early contact, was kind of falling back, looking to play quite defensive, but even as he's falling back to a deeper position in the site, he's still getting away with a lot of damage.
And within 2 of the lead, Astralis has started to bring this back on CT side. Extra Soul down to the Deagles here. The money is all evaporated. The good times are over. Now it's down to the hard graft and savings. Into decent rifle rounds. Nades up, doing damage. Dupree gets the opening kill on Marky downstairs towards the B site. Kill on Sonic as well to double up. And Orb Magis can't quite land all of his frags here. He does get overwhelmed. Zipex is there to have to try and bail him out. OC does get 1 good response with the Deagles, but that's as far as it goes for him as well. ES again looking for a bomb plant plus some rifles taken away at the CT side, so can't be too fast that they lose this round. Got to look to those rifles, however, try and win that half steal at 8-6. It's possible, but Astralis are closing in on the lead.
And with these rounds, it does feel as if not only a momentum shift has come in, but they've just been ended a lot quicker, or at least some of the high-impact frags have come through very early into the round, sort of speeding the whole temperature and pace of the round up a lot more. Extra Soul not really being able to get away with a lot in that last one, and for Astralis, they are closing this gap from the lead that was built up from Extra Soul.
Yeah, they are. Very clear they weren't quite ready for what ES were able to bring to the table today for this one for the Astralis side, but they have adjusted successfully. OC, however, and Sonic want to try and get those opening couple of kills. OC is successful, Sonic is not. Fang can't find a trademark. He can, though. 3 versus 3. Zipex is super duper low, but he still finds the kills. Marky's not sure where to aim. OC still makes a double up happen, but the bomb's been dropped in the open, and they know here for the CT side. Molotov's inbound. Bubsky's on site. AWP's head's been seen. OC now knows exactly where both the CTs are. Gets that headshot in for his 3 kills. Quadra up, Zipex there with the AUG, rounds that corner and locks onto the head of JT to make it a quadra overall and equalize the score at 7 apiece.
Hello? What's going on there? After that shot comes in from OC towards the AWP of Bubsky up from orange, you think that the round is theirs. He's so damn low out towards yellow. Oh, what a double kill coming in. What a 1v2 clutch again to come out for Astralis. Zip on 9 points of health. What an adjustment. What a couple of headshots to come through from the org.
Poor boy. Well, Astralis have looked alive in the latter part of this half. Take the advantage as well going into their T side. Can Extra Soul try and prevent that? Can they prevent Astralis' comeback and the confidence returning from the vets? Fang and Marky playing up to their positions in ramp and ladder. Marky's going to go back up towards the top of mid position. Zipex looking back towards ramp, hoping that there's some easy S contact, but there isn't. It's very passive on the T side line. The small little peaks that they are taking are being challenged by Astralis. Bubsky gets the opening kill.
Oh, they're just fighting everywhere now. You can even see, like, Zip is just jump spawning out towards ramp. They've got some aggression out towards the B stairs. Bubsky even gets that first pick from mid. And for Extra Assault, they've got to go back to what they know best, in towards the ramp control.
AUG as if backing up behind the sandbags here as he realizes there's no one out towards ramp, and Extra Assault are going to have to challenge him directly if they want to try and contest another Molotov to this. They do have a nade back. Tipex's just waiting with the Molotov being used towards the side alley position instead. Smoke back down to the T-side line. They should know. No one's going to check it. Why else would the smoke come in? Trades back and forth. Magic and Zipex holding back the line to a 2 versus 2 as OC finds the latest trade, and the backstab starts to complete itself for the 3. The bomb plant will be secured, but this should be a simple spray to catch off OC. Or is it? They're making their way outside.
And they're retreating. Dupree's actually reading the play. Fang needs to look away, and indeed he does. It all comes down to Bubsky now.
Or pin, smoke down, defuse kit on him. Deagle out, trying to bait in OC's position. Tap that bomb, and they spray through. Fang gets the frag, and Extra Assault defend the lead at the turn of the half for the CT side. 8-7 up for ES.
This is it, this is not a drill. Hold nothing back, this should to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me too. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's your time to shine. Make it count. Honor our sacrifice. And now this is your last chance.
Well, it has been quite the comeback for Astralis, not for Extra Assault. Extra Assault up 7-1 on the board to start off their map up, and now looking into the second half, they are 8-7 at a single round differential. Astralis are the ones on the back foot, however, and going into their T side, they can still turn it around. They've shown that they have the presence of mind to be able to challenge on the ES camp, but it's been a much closer map than we had initially expected here, Dweg.
It really has, and it's come down to one man, and one man in particular. OC has been ridiculously strong for Extra Assault, and now going over towards the CT side, I only want to see what more he's got to offer.
PT-50's out of the Glocks in. Bubsky's got the upgrade pistol. He has not got the raid boss, though. They can pass off to Dupree and Zepex, who wants to try and do that. Play with the smoke Molotov, smoke down for Bubsky. Double flash smoke for JT with the smoke diffuse for OC. Footsteps heard early by Extra Salt. Very passive on the A side defense. They might concede the bomb plot and go for the retake.
It pretty much has to be a retake from here. A couple of smokes and some flashes to work with for Extra Salt to get that retake in. Try and see if they can spam through that smoke and try and bait in that early util.
Well, things down on Marky, not the best of starts here for Extra Salt. Astralis get the bomb down in the 5 versus 5, but with a massive HP advantage above him. Zipex, there was a side alley alongside Magisk. Smokes on, here come the CT forces. They face around the corner. Fang gets one. Marky and Sonic getting a couple of good players back in. Sonic doubles up. Bobski can trade it. 3 versus 2. Bomb on the defuse. Defusing player who's sticking it. JT's not taking off the 39. Can't take face in. Marky gets his shot off. And the defuse is stuck in full 10 seconds by Extra Salt. With 9 rounds to the board, they take the pistol.
And with all of that chaos, it's not even the kit that's getting onto the bomb, right? We know that JT is the one that invested into the util, into the kit, but it was Sonic just sticking the 10-second. Great flash over the top, but just these entry kills coming through. Sonic in particular, the way that he was working off the back of his teammate, big round coming in, Fang getting proper excited about that one.
For good reason. It's a big, big round for Extra Salt to win, forcing Astralis to an immediate tactical pause. My oh my, Extra Salt consistently showing up some brilliance over the course of this series and over the course of, well, it's just been just one map in the series so far, but still, performance of these guys. Go back a year and you wouldn't have thought they would have held a candle towards Astralis, and well, here we are.
Yeah, it's proving that the roster changes have made a big difference. We know that the newer members to this team have got to be Marky and, respectively, of Fang. Being able to try and get more experience in these European events as well really sort of just brings them into the fold of what Tier 1 CS is really like over here. Fast play out towards a ramp position. Force play coming in for Astralis, not slowing down at all.
And he's on Sonic, gets the kill in on the pre, starts things off with the right foot. 5 on 4 being gained, Mac 10's out, Magisk there behind the smokes, waiting for a chance to face up towards the side alley position. There is one CT there to contest him. The Mac 10 and Glaive will take face first and foremost. Fang tagged heavily. Molotovs will try to drive those CTs away from position. Bash is going over, will blind off Astralis as much as it will blind off Extra Salt. Still trying to make their way up to get this bomb plant in safely. Glaive jumps up, see there the flashbang forward. Bubsky gets one good trade back and a 2-for-1 overall with Glaive chiming into a 3 versus 3.
Just trying to spam their way through. OC actually gets the difference maker to give the man advantage back up for the city side, but it gets traded right back.
2-1-2. M4, Marky turns it around. All left is Zipex. Mac 10 for him, facing out from around. I think he's over at alley, which he was. Marky going to take face against the defuse kit on Sonic. Taps again, Marky. Facing around the smoke, gets that kill involved, and Extra Salt will just about claim 10.
You gotta wonder, do Astralis force again? Knowing they got a bomb plant and 3 kills, there's a potential where they could just buy up the Galils, really try and see if they can hammer home onto the economy for Extra Soul, but you've got to give a lot of credit to just the patience there for the city side. They tap that bomb, try and draw the peek out to the open, and yeah, it is gonna be another force up.
Reinvest for Astralis. 3 players tagged up and taken down there for the CT side, so the economy is going to be broken, and the Danish camp can definitely very easily maintain control of this. And just maintain control of the scenario. Extra Salt involved here with the M4s out again. For Marcy and for JT, it's not the best of buys, but definitely better than what Astralis have. 1 AK, 2 Galils, 2 Mac 10s.
Yeah, not a lot of util behind them, though. It could be the defining factor, especially if they run out of default and really start running the clock low. And Sonic just trying to get some eyes out towards this B stairs. Bit of a boost attempt could come through for Dupree if he gets another teammate over, but it's actually been the silent taker ramp this time around for the T's.
I just walking up. Getting ready with a smoke down. Trying to press these 2 individuals. Burst through the AKs. Can't connect the spray. Can't get a wallbang kill either or damage to this 1 individual. Extra Salt playing away from Astralis' default. 60 seconds left. The ramp play is definitively coming in for these guys. The question is, when will the execution come in?
Just not really looking to take a lot of fights here for the city side. Instead, anytime they feel pressured or they feel like a bit of a duel's coming to them, just act with counter utility, start a bit of a rotate back over. OC now joining up with the air defenders.
Nice nade, and the T side comes up good against Fang. The Mac 10, less so. Smokes up, flashes over, trying to lead like a lead forward from us. Gets that one kill, managed to get a trade back and a double up against Fang. 2 for 1 for Astralis, but OC catches Bubsky through the smoke. Another great kill for him. I think he's like 24th so far in this game. Yeah. Bomb plant secured, 3v3. OC still alive, but sprayed back, getting a taste of his own medicine by the hands of Dipex.
A couple of kits in play, but this backstab, oh, this could be well timed. Dupree's going to get him from behind. I don't know if anyone anticipates this.
Yes, got to act quick. No one does anticipate this. They're all looking towards the site itself. The Galil in OC, caught off. Tap on the bomb. Sonic's got to face out wide. Does just about win that fight, but tag the 6 HP as Marky falls. His best bet is to save the weapon, and he knows it.
What a sick protocol coming in from Astralis, and you've got to have a lot of confidence to go for a play like that, because really you know that if your post-plant players on A lose fights really early on, they could just stick that bomb, and there's nothing Dupree can do in the backlines, but he gets in from mid, gets from behind them, and just look at the protocol. As soon as he finds that first kill, it kind of draws the attention back over from Sonic, and then it allows the yellow player to swing too. Astralis really on pinpoint precision on that play.
And that might reset Extra Salt to double eco status. Indeed, the money's not there, so Force Invest going to come through. The Eagles in, M4 save for Mars out for OC as well. So ES have a little something that they can work with, but not the best of definitive buys here. Nades on, damage done minimally to Glaive. Dupree taking some tags as well towards the Molotov put out there by ES. It's passive on the defaults are standard here for the T side.
And you've got to wonder for Extra Soul, are they reliant too heavy on the OC show? Because really, he's been an incredibly high-impact player so far, but maybe needing a little bit more support around him in terms of the multi-frags and just some of the big clutches that need to come forward. Zip just started to clear out the top of the wrap position, being able to see 3 players overall, but at least getting Glaive in for the trade.
It's tagged 33, though. Easy trade wrap here for the CT side line. JT tanking nades, evading the Molotov, extend around towards the position. That counter nade comes back in for a shot to tag him to 38. Magic's already outside alley, by the way. Marky has no idea. He's got to swing at the perfect kill at the perfect moment. One shot missed out, one burst also missed out from the T side, but Sonic comes up with the M4, 3v3, but they've left B side completely open, and now Astralis can walk in.
Extra Soul might want to have a crack at this. You got a kit, you got 3 players with Kevlar, and a couple of picked-in weapons off the back of the M4. This is possible to at least set yourself up for the retake and see what happens.
Oh, Sonic facing in against Glaive. Good kill. Dupree and Bubsky. On the last couple of players left, Sonic looking for another good entry frag, baiting out the shoulder shot. Dupree can't connect the tag damage. He does find Sonic, and that's the kit out of play as well. So Extra Soul now got to act super quickly here. Marky and JT making their moves up. Flashbangs inbound. Smoke on the bomb, tap the defuse. Marcus is going to body block it. He let the face in. Oh, he gets the kill. Dupree trades it. JT's still on it, though. And Dupree finds the headshot regardless. Just keeping his 3K, just keeping the round for Astralis.
And this just keeps swinging in a way that we don't really know who's going to be able to take the momentum, who's going to be able to take the control. Zip being able to gather so much of that info out from Ramp allowed that rotation back over to the B side. And even after Sonic gets a great kill swinging back in, they just start running out of time. No kit on play for the diffuser of JT to try and stick the 10-second. And for Extra Salt now, we might get to a tied-up scoreline. They have not a lot to bring to the table going into round 20.
No, they don't. Basics out, USPs, the Eagles P250s, and no Kevlar to back that up. Very little utility, just a single flash for JT. Molotovs and nades in towards the sandbags area, try to drive Extra Salt away, but first player is going to be seen, Sonic in the back lines. Glaive trying to walk the smoke that will go up to hold off the cross. Bomb should get crossed towards the A side, should go in. Extra Soul going to try face with their entire CT forces. They will lose Fang. They get tags on Magis, but not the kill.
Easy pickings coming through now. Firing squad just coming out for the T side. Exit kills coming out for OC at least, adding more to his tally. But you've got to remember too, Jay, this was a 7-1 scoreline at one point from Extra Salt when we were really considering sort of the whole message of this could just be a one-sided affair. And now we're tied up at 10-10.
Yeah, this is going really well for Astralis on the second half. Extra Salt only getting a couple of rounds so far on CT. Pistol and conversion, since then it's been all Astralis, and their bomb plant so easily for them JT taking first phase with his M4. It's straight M4s versus straight AKs here, and AKs win that battle every day of the week as Ifex proves. Finding Fang, kicking things off.
Yeah, forcing Astralis to now start working a bit of a mid default, and in terms of the rotates for the CTs, mid is so open. Marky was holding the angle out from mid for just a little bit, but now that they've lost the A player, that starts scrambling the CTs, and if they split into B, they'll have to deal with one player only of Sonic.
Standing alone here on the B site in the back lines, expecting them to come ahead for the wraparound for the mid control. M4, seeing Dupree taking a frag. 4v4, swings back towards the stairs area, can't get a shot on Glaive, trying so desperately hard, gets two things off on him in the end. Swings back on Magis, who gets that trade to a 3v3 scenario. CT's on the retake here, bomb plant secured. Marky is first to respond.
Use that incendiary, try and force him into the open, but Bubsky wants to get behind the generators, wants to take an early fight.
Just gets the kill on JT, Bubsky finds Marky as well, and swings back on OC to make it a double for him. Make it 11 for Astralis, they're back in the lead.
And this is where, for like a young squad, in terms of the international tier 1 experience for a team like Extrasol, probably starts crumbling down, where they really start getting buckled under pressure. Sonic stayed alive for so damn long on that B site. He was really just hoping that rotations would come in time, and Magisk is fired up. They realize the importance of winning that last round, because now they can start building on their lead.
11 to 10 now. Extrasol having only pistols to work with and probably should be forced out as a result. Fang trying to go for a risky play, but doesn't work out for him. Kill found easy for Magisk. OC boosted up here. The Eagle look for a tap on somebody, but doesn't find anybody at this moment. Molotov's in, trying to drive players out of the sandbags. Sif gets his kill, or Magisk actually steals it away from him in the wallbang, but still a kill for Astralis, 5v3.
Just being able to clear out this A side pretty easily. They all swing together. Glaive working in with Zipnix, and a 12th round being gained from Astralis. Extrasol, it's slipping, and it's slipping pretty damn quickly. They're going to have to take another tactical, probably just mold things over, really just slow this down. AWP upgrade out for OC, and they need him. They really need him to perform.
27 kills so far in this one, however. How many more performance rounds do you need from this guy? Like, where's the rest of the squad? Extrasol being outplayed by Astralis, who have found their rhythm again. Sonic gets the kill against Dupree. That's a start. That's at least one way in for Extrasol, one way that could allow them the lead to go back to a single round deficit. And Fang can't quite find the kill on Zipex, but they are trying.
A little bit of we do get into another one of these post-plant positions, and Astralis are just not giving up, trying to work in and around the smoke. Fang's going to be the next point of contact. OC getting flashed in. Fang gets another pick.
Glaive falling. Spray through on Magis, gets one frag and two. Can't quite make it. 3, JT and Zipex going back and forth to a 2v2 with the bomb being seen by the CT side. But still Sonic holds mid position just in case they want to rotate towards the B site, and that seems to be what they're going to do here, Astralis. Can Sonic hold off against Bubsky? If he can get this kill, this might be enough to get the round back for ES. But Bubsky wins the fight, traded back by Marky. Now it all rests on Zip.
It comes down to the mind games. 45 seconds left on the clock. Now, we know that Zipnix was rotating over to B to just back up Bubsky, try and open up B and get the bomb down, but now rotating back out from ramp. How quickly does Marky realize this?
Not quickly enough, it seems. The M4 will start the rotations about default, and now it's retake mode for Marky. One shot is all Zipex needs, but it might be the one thing that he needs, and that alone, unless a very whiff spray comes in from that M4. 1-on-1, and a very important one for Marky to win. He hasn't got a kit either, so he's going to have to act very, very quickly. Doesn't see the bomb just yet. He does now. No info into where Zipex could possibly be. We'll try to bait him out towards ramp control, and the spray is one for the 2K, for the 13th for Astralis.
Another big clutch coming out for Zipnix. We saw it from him out in that first half, out to the yellow with the AUG, now been able to do so, but just this double coming through from Magisk was really not so much the difference maker, but it made that round possible. Bubsky getting that one trade out towards the B site, and then just Zip just being baited forward after that bomb gets tapped, just gets straight into the duel. Extrasol. Oh, it's so close. at moments, right? So many rounds where you by such a significant lead, and now they're in a position where they're just getting outclassed by the Astralis camp.
And we could have seen this being a possibility, and definitely something that I think a lot of people would have expected to see coming out of Extra Salt, but considering the 7-1 start, considering the extreme lead that Extra Salt had, like, you would have looked at that and thought, okay, this map could still be competitive, this series could still be close, and now we're not seeing anything of what that first half could show. Extra Salt, the Eagles and P250s in on this next half by round. Can they find any sort of advantage, any sort of way in against Astralis? It's out of the passive defaults, and right now I think the answer to that question is no.
Now, these lurk plays have been very, very sneaky as of late for the T side, creating a lot of gaps and just being able to find them on CT is maybe just some of the over-rotates from them and not quite committing with the information. Glaive just trying to walk out from mid, and there's another opportunity where Marky's been seen, but mid is open.
There you go, PT50s, the Eagles spamming forward. Hoping that they can catch Astralis in the mid control, but off the back of that initial contact, they fall away. 55 seconds, and so quiet, so slow. Astralis can play whatever pace they want to here, because chances are these pistols won't catch all of the kills. Sonic, oh, I think he might have just put a better boost up player. Utility in from Glaive, see the smoke's coming in. Can they get him out towards Banger, or can this Deagle line up some good heads? No. Caught with a spray. Backup has arrived, however. Marky's first responded to the scene. Fang, meanwhile, trying to deal with Magic out here towards Ramp. He gets that AWP of the drop, so 4 versus 4, but B-side X is in full effect. Marky trying to get some sort of tag back on the free. ZFX also gets some damage as well, but the kill against Marky makes it a 4v3 and 2. OC caught off to 1. Fang's got to save the AWP.
Yeah, no real reason why you should go for this. You've been able to get yourself a free AWP. He's actually looking for a little bit of an exit frag, seeing if he can do some further damage to that T-side economy. Try and see if they can bait him out, try and see if they can hunt down this AWP player, but Astralis, they get up to 14 now.
And this has been 6 in a row so far, now leaning into 7 for Astralis. Extra Salt again can get credit like Sprout did for making this one competitive at the very least on the scoreline, but it feels like this is starting to slip away from them. 14 to 10 as you mentioned. Fang does hold on to the AWP at least, but a lot of money for Astralis to rebuy down, so I don't think they'll have much money in. I'll have much trouble in terms of the money buy in the next round. Extra Salt, they can say the same thing on their own right, but they need to get some rounds themselves.
And I never like to be the guy to point the finger, Jay, but OC was 22 and 8 in that first half, and he's now 27 and 17. He's only managed another 5 kills in this second half of 9 rounds being played. And when you're the difference maker, when you're the star player that has brought them as many rounds as they did in the first, we've got to see more out from him, or maybe you've got to look at somebody else.
Well, again, I think the blame on some of the other players of the Extra Salt side not showing up. Fang, however, getting that opening kill for Zipex. Straight through on the early aggression out towards that Tarp's angle. Burst through a Sonic, trying to look for Magic's back here towards the stairs position, but Magic gets the kill. Marky has back up on the way to try and stall against his name here. 4 on 4, Astralis. They're going into the B site, but it's a case of whether they can catch this kill. Incendiaries continue coming down. Smokes out to suppress. AWP flashed off angle. Bubsky catches Marky at long last. 4 on 3 scenario. Good shot of OC. Connects towards Bubsky at long last. He gets going in this round. Glaive with 1 good trade on 3 versus 2. JT makes it 2 versus 2, and as OC falls, it's all left to JT. They know where he is, so Astralis will go for a rotate once again.
Oh, they don't even commit with the 2v1. Instead, they start playing the mind games. They slow it right down. And for JT, he's thinking to himself, is it going to be a double pump? Are they waiting for me to make a mistake? Are they waiting for me to overextend? How quickly does he rotate back over to the other side is the big question.
I think the answer is right now. He makes that move back in 35 seconds. He'll just arrive here to the A site. Just the execute starts walking out here. Shards have no utility, so it's just going to have to be walking. I mean, no utility in general across all 3 players left. JT hearing the bomb plant. can't deny on Glaive. He might be able to delay the kill after the fact. You see Magic's Glaive knows he gets his kill. And Astralis, they have map point, Extra Salt's pick.
Yeah, 15 up for the Danes, and they've had to work really hard. They really have. They've had to grind back a seriously strong lead of 7-1 up for Extra Salt, and it's just come with momentum, is really what it's come down to. We've got to a position towards the back end of the second half. They won 6 rounds in a row, and now this streak is just continuing forward. 8 on the trot to come through for them in this second half. And just look at the emotion gone from Marky, and all the emotion being there from Astralis. They realize that they are 1 round away from at least getting themselves 1-0 up in the best of 3. Jay, remember, this is a lower bracket round 1 game on Extra Salt's map pick.
Well, they were looking great in the first half. The second half has not been as amazing for ES. Astralis 1 away from taking Vertigo, 1 away from securing, as you mentioned, Extra Salt's map pick. Played up to position here on the tactical pause being taken. What can Extra Salt try and find to adjust against this Astralis side? The FAMASs, the M4s, the AWP. It's a broken buy, but it'll have to do.
You wonder, do they just go for something a little bit more aggressive, like an early duel out from mid, contesting ramp in the early portion of the round? AWP from OC is looking to try and find that opening fight. Glaive might just give him a shoulder bait.
Or just wide face it. The AWP's going to miss regardless. Meanwhile, Magic's looking at his walkout here towards ramp control. Wins the fight against JT. Now Fan caught out. Molotov out of position, panicking a little bit there on side alley. Does escape dodge, just get back to the back lines of the A site. Astralis will not act towards this position. They're going to rotate back to the B play because they realize they've drawn a fast rotation from Extra Salt.
Now, who would have seen that coming? But just walking up ramp, just being able to find such a huge gap in the defense, and even just leaving a couple of players to be some lurks and to sell the A fake.
Extra Salt breaking that third player back over from the A site into the B play. 2-2 split for both of the defensive lines. Sonic and Marky, but they do everything here on B site. That's where the bomb's headed, or is it? Is there another rotation involved for Astralis? I think there is.
There's another walk. They could just bring that bomb back over for OC. He's going to have to hit a hard flick over towards that right-hand side, but just might want to try and take a fight straight away.
OC ready for the first player, no. Zipek still finds the kill. It's a 5-on-3. Scenario might stall the bomb plant for an extra few seconds, but with Zipek's getting the kill on Fang, it remains on 2 players of Extra Salt to try and hold off against their map loss. Marky does find Zipek. That's 1 good frag back. The bomb's rotating for a 3rd time towards the B side, because now the Pre has definitive control.
Oh my goodness, another counteraction rotation coming through for the Astralis side, getting that bomb out for B, and Marky and Sonic are thinking to themselves, where's this bomb going?
Bomb plant just about being secured. There's no nade here. The Sonic goes down. It's all on Marky. 1 versus 4. Dealt with immediately.